I'm having a little cry. I've just had like another failed dating experience.
I'm just crying because it's so sad that guys have literally not gone on a date with me because I'm 5'8". They think I'm way too tall. I have like the worst luck. You would think I'm making up this story, but no cap. There have been guys that have canceled dates because they're like, how tall are you? 5'8"? No thanks. So I guess it's gonna be alone and single forever.
Well, so I thought I was gonna find my soulmate tonight at the Oklahoma hotel bar. Guess what? I did not. So I sat down. There was like so many men, like probably like 50. And I was like on my laptop, like trying to look like, you know, diligent, like, okay, doing my thing. Not one man like looked my way. Nothing. I don't want to be a victim here, but like I'm fucking not the one to be approached. But like, damn, rejection wound like coming in hot.
I just got ghosted before my date. I was supposed to go on a date this evening at a really nice restaurant with a man I met on Bumble. He also made reservations, and we couldn't wait to get ready and to meet each other. And 4 o'clock rolls around, and guess what? I went to go send him a message just to confirm where we were meeting at 5, and he had deleted his Bumble account. And it called the reservation, or the restaurant where the reservation was added. He also canceled that as well. He was such a coward that he had to delete his account and couldn't send me a message just to say, hey, like, I changed my mind or it's not working. He had to literally delete his own account. Like, I got ready. I got completely ready. I was looking forward to this. He led me on. I got so used today. Like, so bamboozled by this man. And
y'all, this guy insulted me this morning and then had the nerve to ask my phone number. Let me tell you about it. So I wake up this morning to an Instagram notification that I had a message. I check this message and it's from this guy that I had hooked up with. So he messages me and he's like, hey, how are you? You crossed my mind. And I was like, yeah, weird. I texted you like a few weeks ago and you never responded. And he answered, yeah, I was studying for a really important test and didn't need any distractions. Excuse me? Did you just fucking low-key insult me and call me a distraction? So I was like, wow, okay. He's like, send me your number. I'm like, you don't even have my number saved? He's like, well, I did have it saved. No, I'm not giving you my number. You low-key insulted me and you have never even saved my number? Like, not happening. Like, what?
I was rejected because of my outfit. So my last date picked me up. I get in the car. He turns to me and says, what do you want to do? I was so taken off guard because I was like, I thought we were going to dinner. And he was like, yeah, I did pick a restaurant, but it's kind of far. And he asked me like, do you know somewhere around here that we could go? I'm trying out the Rare Beauty blush. So anyway, I was just so taken off guard. I just was like, I don't have anything planned. Like, I'm sure there's something around here, but like we might need a reservation. So he was like, okay, we'll just go to the place that's farther away. It turned out it was only like 10 minutes away. I think I put on way too much blush. What do we think of the color? I think that's real pretty. If I was young and naive, I would blame him and call him disorganized. But I know what happened. He wasn't interested in me. He saw me walking up to that car and immediately thought, nope, not my girl, and was trying to just save himself time. To be fair, so many of you messaged me on Instagram and said, don't wear that outfit, it is so ugly. But by then it was too late because I posted that video when I was leaving. I really need to step up my style game because I refuse to be rejected because of a turtleneck sweater. I much rather be rejected because of all of my—
You know what really kills me? It just really kills me how the man you like don't never be trying to compliment you, don't never acknowledge how beautiful you look, don't never be hyping you up, don't never do none of that. But the men who you don't even give the time of day to, the men who you could care less about, they be your biggest supporters, all in your DMs. Hard eyes, you look good, you know, like, why is it like that? I hate men, like, for real.
And to realize I'm also a part of the problem. Because y'all, when guys are nice and they're just not bringing chaos, I get bored. I get bored with those nice, boring guys. Like, I like chaos. I thrive off that shit. Like, I like it. I like some of the toxic energy. It's so fun to me.
Girl, when I say this, some of these dudes don't even want to be players. But I'm gonna explain to y'all why they are. It's because they're sick and tired of getting hurt. They're tired of putting their heart and their trust out on the line just for it to get stomped on or taken advantage of by a female who had no good intentions towards them, or no intention at all to love them back the correct way.
I was about to ask if anyone else has ever experienced this, but I know that the answer is yes, so I'm really just here to commiserate. Last night I went out with a straight-sized friend, and we were at a bar, and this guy approached her, presumably to try to start chatting her up, and he was with 3 other guys. All 3 of the other guys in his group refused to even make eye contact with me. They wouldn't speak to me. They wouldn't introduce themselves to me. This is just something I thought I should share out loud because it's not the first time I've experienced it. And I kind of want to give a PSA to those straight white men out there who think that they can't even speak to us without us getting the wrong idea. I move through the world constantly aware of my size and how it is not what is societally expected and it's not what you want or think you want. So I never mistake just a friendly introduction for flirtation or romantic interest. Ever. And how I do feel is dehumanized when you refuse to even speak to me. Like I'm just not even a person to you. So just kind of want to put this out there that plus size women are people too, and we're not going to jump on you and hold you down and force you to be with us. Although I suspect that sometimes the overreaction and the refusal to even talk to us is because you're upset that you kind of are attracted to us. But please, don't do this shit. It's corny, it's boring. Be kind. Be kind.
Alright guys, thank you for coming back to another episode on my channel. So now we are going to go into the details of this video. Make sure you stay tuned. You know, there is a saying that goes like good men finish last or nice men finish last. This is the reason why, because ladies like this prefer chaotic men over good men. They prefer toxic relationships over the peaceful ones. Like, why do women do that? Why do some women prefer the toxic ones? Seriously? Like, I don't understand, because these are the same women who will come here years later crying about not getting a good man, asking where all the good men are. Woman claims that men keep rejecting her because of her height. She is 5'8", right? And men are rejecting her because of that. When I came across this video, the only thing that came in mind was the men who are always being rejected because of their heights, because they are short. You know, women will be like, I want a tall guy with 6 packs. If you are below 6 feet, I don't want you. I want a guy who is 5 this, 6 this, blah blah blah. Now we know how it feels like, right? I'm not saying I'm happy that this woman is being rejected. I pray she gets someone who loves her for who she is and her height. But I'm just saying, now we know how it feels like to be rejected because of your height. Like, your height is your height. You can literally do nothing about it. Your height is not like your weight that you can control. Your height is literally, you can do nothing about it. So it's really sad. She hooked up with a guy and still feels entitled. This is why I am always against hookup culture. If you know you don't have the heart to hook up with a guy, then don't do it, because this guy feels like you are not his girlfriend and therefore he doesn't owe you no explanations. That is why he didn't save your number, because you guys just casually had sex and he feels like okay, fine. So he's literally reaching out again to just hook up. That is how I feel. Like, he's not reaching out to take you seriously or something. I understand why she feels offended. I would be offended too, but remember, you just hooked up. You ain't dating. He ain't giving you no girlfriend treatment. This is why I hate hookup culture. And maybe the guy could have done better by replying her messages, because it was so rude to air her messages. I understand her, and yeah, maybe just stop doing hookup, okay?